Yesterday, it was Jojo and Mandy Hagan. Today, it is Nsuku Bunny B's day. What do you think of this conversation? Will the housemates have experienced Nsuku as she is currently if Bunny B was still in the house? This particular convo right here stirred loads of brows. How this conversation, transfers to something else is something I'm still wondering about. So you guys, welcome back, okay? Do not forget to do the needful by subscribing to this channel and making sure your notification bell is steadily on. And also do not forget to give Mimi a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. So it started off with Nsuku, and it is trending Nate Big Snake. Yes, it is trending. Nate is a big snake on the social space. Now, why is that? Watch to the very end so that you would also drop your 2 cents, guys. So it started off like this, yeah. The housemates, the top 5 have been gisting, discussing about everything in general in the house, which some of your fave have been receiving their own jobs, and then it's been staring brows on the social space. So you guys, Nsuku, the housemates were telling Nsuku that if Bunny B were still in the house, right, she wouldn't have turned out the way she is. They would have actually seen, she wouldn't have come out the way she has come out to be, this sharp-mouthed and everything, that she would have actually been a bit mild, because it's giving Bunny B is like their leader. Do you understand? And then Nsuku reply was what changed this narrative to something else. But before I'll give you guys what she has said that, changed the narrative, let me read this from Chilas that says, definitely not. Nsuku was more hidden also. If Bunny B was there, Nsuku would have been in more trouble of saying vile things due to influence of people she hanged with, who would have made her feel it is okay to speak or say hurtful things. And then Zem says, Nsuku is me with or without Bunny. There is no difference really. So right here we have some person saying that if Bunny was still in the house, Nsuku would have actually said some mean things that would have made people not like her. Already Bunny is not in the house, but she has said things that people do not like her for. So I want to know where you stand on this one. Now, Nsuku reply was what changed the narrative. She now transferred it to Beekay and Nate. She now says, so Nate, do you feel like Beekay was really not known because of you were always with him? And this is where Nate says something that really got the social space shaking. She said Beekay has always been him because they feel like they actually experienced a different part of Beekay the last week before he left. And then Nate says Beekay has always been him, that she was not stopping anything, that the two of them are close, but Beekay has said things to her that she know that, oh, this is his person, that the parts Beekay was showing to them was not a different thing that he has also noticed about him, that Beekay would stay sometimes and say, oh, Nate, I want to actually cause some trouble or start some drama, as Nate was saying it, that Beekay, that she did not change anything about Beekay or stop anything for Beekay to do anything, that Beekay was just him. It's just that they did not get to experience him, that anything anybody gets to do, the person have the the license, or how would I put it, to do that we all have every opportunity to do evil or good, but we decided not to do it does not mean we cannot even do it better. So that is what Nate was saying, and people were so surprised to hear her say that about Beekay. And then because of that, they've really been calling out Beekay on the social space that, please Beekay, you just have to stay away from Nate right now, that she is not a friend. You think you have a friend here, but since you left, she has been saying some kind of things, but what Nate was trying to say is, they said controlling narrative to Nate, and then Nate is trying to change that narrative. She's trying to let them know that Beekay has always been him. So people were so surprised. What did Beekay do the last week before he left? Please, is it because he got close to Sipersitle or what? And then Chelsea says, hey, well, what is going on? People watching it were so surprised to see this being said about Beekay. They started wondering, okay, what did Beekay do? What is that thing that he did that would make him look different or evil or bad? Beekay should better focus on his getting the bag post-show and free friendship. So they feel like if Nate was a good friend, right, she's not going to be saying those things about Beekay. Guys, did you watch it and how the conversation happened? What do you feel about this? I really want to hear your genuine 2 cents, and not because of maybe you hate Nate or you like Nate, or maybe you hate Beekay or you like Beekay. What I'm trying to say right here is, can you please pull off your stanship suits? Tell me what you think. And people want Beekay about such girls, but he didn't listen. He stayed close to her. Now look at how she talks about him. Nsuku is always inserting Beekay's name in conversation. She expects Nate to respond negatively about Beekay. She is evil. She must tell us how much Beekay owes her so that we can pay her. And then Naomi says, I am tired. She eats and drinks Beekay. So right here, they said it is Nsuku pushing narrative. That it is Nsuku trying to push things up and Nate is falling for it. Do you also feel the same way? Let me know in the comment section. Remember the other day, it was a conversation they had about Beekay too. Now this is another one. Me, I think Swiss got into Nate's head with the secretly and Beekay going to the toilet comment, and then Nsuku has added on to it. So her head, I am sure she thinks Beekay has some secret affair with secretly or something along that line. But Nsuku manipulation skills. So you guys are seeing, they said, okay, let me read this one also. Beekay's strategy was to cause chaos and stay a mystery and fly underneath the radar. He did this excellently, hence to the housemate Beekay they saw in Biggie's house mission plus the biltong is okay them. But for viewers, Beekay has kept us and BB in the loop, so we see nothing different. So somebody said this conversation about Beekay is pissing them off. How do they act like they know Beekay more than himself? Anyways, guys, they are just judging his character and his person. They feel like they saw him as this calm dude, because in school feel like I see him as this calm dude, but there is something more extra to that boy. That is not his general him. We would have seen more of him if he was not closer to Nate. Anati says, what is annoying about this whole thing is that it involves Nate and Beekay. So the lovers of Nate and Beekay do not like that this is happening. They feel like this is so unfair for this friendship. Melanin says, all of a sudden, B votes are Nsuku fans. Hi, Bonina. All of a sudden, Nate is fake. Nate is stake in you all B votes I. Or you all have pissed me off. I don't even know why I am here. Hey, yeah, you guys have actually stirred dramas with this fan base. Beekay fans shouldn't cherry pick this conversation. No, I know you all hate Nate, but don't do that. Always quick to drag her even when you don't understand the conversation. The same Nate that was defending Beekay in the same conversation, nah. So people feel like they pick up on Nate easily, Okay, I get it from Tony. I am seeing fans push narrative lies that Beekay never defended Nate on the controller narrative. I am not quite sure why they need to lie about this. I get it that those fans don't want them as friends post-show, and that is fine, but at least let's stick to the truth. I have said this thing right. I said it that people always, what I have noticed now is when people are close, fans would always want to tear them apart. They derive joy in doing that. Let's scatter this friendship. They don't need to be together. And then my question is, why is that? Why are people deriving joy in seeing friends who are together, separate? Why would you always want to cook up narrative for two friends, people who like each other? Any which ways, guys, I will leave this one for you guys to tell me, do you feel like what Nate has said was not cool? Do you feel like she would have actually handled it better? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you also feel like as Beekay was the only friend she had closer to her in the house, she wouldn't have said the things she had said? Also let me know in the comment section, because I'll be dropping my voice right here to leave the rest for you guys. Thank you so much for always sailing with me, and please do not forget to like and share this video. But before I say goodbye, I also have another question for you guys. Okay, do you also think Nsuku is manipulating Nate? I really want to get that part clear, because people have this notion that Nsuku is the manipulator in all of this thingy. Do you also feel the same way? Or you feel like Nate is just trying to clarify herself since she was unable to do that all this while? Let me also know. Let's operate in the comments, okay, babies? Bye-bye.